to the Audi A3 1.8 TSI, or also known as 40 TFSI in Audi terminologies. This has the same 178 horsepower 1.8 TSI from the Skoda Octavia from last week. Still made it to the same 7-speed gearbox, but it's in fancy clothing this time, and it has Audi all over it. So let's see if it's any different from the Skoda Octavia.
Is recorded on 2 separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously,
Initial impressions, this is much quicker off the line than the Octavia, partially because this is much lighter than the Octavia, and it has a smaller wheelbase as well. I know this might not sound significant, but let me tell you, it does make a big difference, especially like in gear accelerations or 0 to 100, or like even when you're setting off in stop start traffic. It just takes off with much more ease, much more lightness. There's a compact feeling, which is really nice to have in the city driving. Otherwise, it has the same engine, same gearbox as the Octavia, so nothing different on that front. It's still a very fast car, especially being lighter. This is even faster. So you can only imagine how fast this car can actually go. Like, I'm not even flooring it, but I'm just catching up speed so effortlessly. So effortlessly, it just goes up. The speedometer needle just keeps on rising. Just amazing. The interior is quite different from the Octavia. This is where the Audi premium feeling comes in, because the interior does feel quite a lot more premium than the Octavia. Obviously, that car is 24 lakhs. This is 38 lakhs, almost 38 lakhs, which is quite a lot of money for a car. And I'll elaborate more how this car actually pans out. The interior is very tastefully designed. There's a pop-up screen that comes up. There's a pop-up screen that comes up. It looks absolutely amazing. I mean, as a 10-year-old, the 10-year-old me is so excited to see that. It looks absolutely amazing. The sound system is good. It's got 8 speakers with a woofer. It's got 8 airbags, knee airbags, all the lot is included. It's got all the gizmos you could ever ask for. It's got sunroof, which the Octavia has as well. The only downside I see of this car right now is the space, because the space is really less. When you compare it to an Octavia, it's really less, because as I said in the Octavia review, the Octavia is extremely spacious. This is quite noticeably less spacious than the Octavia. I almost feel that this is almost Vento levels of space, which is quite appalling to say the least, because 38 lakhs and you're not getting that much of a rear space. But it's still livable, I guess, for a family of 4. It's a good city car because it's compact, it's small, it's powerful. The 1.8 TSI, if you drive it sanely, you can get insane fuel economy from it. It drives well, sounds good. I think it looks amazing. The exterior looks absolutely amazing. The interior is finished beautifully well. The digital automatic climate control dual zone looks absolutely amazing. It's got electric seats. I think it's got all the gadgets to keep anybody happy, actually. There are some downsides with this car. Firstly, as I mentioned, the rear space, quite cramped for the price. Secondly, quite a lot of people I know are not exactly happy with Audi's after-sales service. I know it's a little appalling because you're paying so much money, but you get expected to treat you get treated well. But I know lots of people who aren't happy. This car has some little initial teething issues. This car, another friend's car, have some initial coolant issues where the coolant is draining quite a lot faster than it should. And otherwise I see no faults. It's a good city car. Yeah, it's priced a little steep for a city car. I mean, 38 lakhs can fetch you a top of the line Skoda Super, which is, let's be honest, a pretty complete package, because it's got you can be chauffeur driven in it, you can self drive, it's got the same engine as this. So why would you choose the A3 over the Skoda Superb? I don't know. Firstly, it's this one is not for chauffeur driven. It's for the self driven. This is very easy to live with. It can fit into all parking spaces. It's very nimble on the turns, and it's really sprightly. So I guess as a city car, it could be your daily runabout car. I think it's a pretty good package. So the true rival of this car, actually, though, is the Mercedes CLA, and I've been told that that car is much more smaller. It's more cramped, and it's much more noticeably expensive. So I think the segment is value for money. Yeah, there are some things to improve on, but overall, I think the A3 is a pretty competent city car. You can take it to the highway, of course, but for daily driving, I think it's a pretty competent car. And on that note, I'm waiting from the Audi A3 and see you next week. Thank you so much.